Hey, 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 everybody, and we are live. What
Stop.
is up? How are you doing?
Tired.
Well, then this should be a lot of fun.
Great.
So, hi, everyone. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tamara Woods, and this is where I talk about books and writing. But today we are doing a writing sprint, and that means we are going to have times where we write or do other productive things for 20 minutes, and then we will bullcrap for some time, and then on and on until infinity or after a couple hours. So,
Really
um,
depends.
yeah, it totally depends. So let us have some of our friends here with me. Y'all want to introduce yourselves? We can start with Caro.
Hi, my name is Carol Brown. I am an urban fantasy author and a writer for Otherworld Inc. I am here today to actually start on a short story for a Violet Gaze submission opening. It's following a one bed theme, so I'm gonna write that and send it to them and see if they'll take it. If not, I'll just self-publish it because I can.
What is it? One bed theme?
Yeah, it's one bed. It's like it's something about like we have to share a bed because there's only one bed.
I like that trope.
Okay, I didn't know what that trope was because I had to have her explain it to me. This bad on me, I know.
Tisk.
Okay.
And
Go ahead. I'm Amy. I'm Amy somebody. I am a certified SEO consultant, and I'm going to be doing beta reading today. I did not finish the beta reading that I sat down to do on the stream yesterday, so I'll be finishing it up today.
Please don't judge my comments.
I enjoy beta reading. Like, I just enjoy reading, so it's fun to beta read. But sometimes I feel like an ass in my comments. Like, I'm like, well, you said this and then that actually, leads the audience to think whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like an ass, and I don't really know this person very well, so I feel like I might come off as an ass.
No, because, like, I know you did,
We'll see.
You beta read my stuff, and it was pretty honest, because you're like, hey, on this page you said this, but now on this page you're doing that. I was like, damn you, Amy, for following consistency.
Oh, the wretchedness of it all.
the wretchedness. Oof. All right, let's see who we have here. Aphrodite was the first person who came in and commented. Hello.
Hi.
We have Alec here. Yes. Persephone. Sky made it. Hello, E. Oop. And this thing jumped forward. Of course it does. At 4 minutes till I actually played 4 minutes by Madonna. I like that. Jeannie, hello. Coffee is brewing and you're all set. And your cat is mad that there is no sunbeam. If your cat would come here and sit in this chair at like 3:30 in the afternoon, your cat would have all the sunbeam. So many sunbeam. Hey, Jennifer, you're ready to roll? Me too. Hello, Rad Girl. Hi, Elizabeth. Have I met you before? If not, nice to see you.
I just saw Sarah Senior this week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Michael has arrived, and you're curious to know something. Damn you! Oh, no!
We are 3 minutes and 47 seconds into this stream, and the trolling has begun.
No, y'all didn't wake up early enough, because I trolled her at early a.m. this morning, and it was fabulous.
Great friends. Are they? Brad Girl is watching the Disney, the dinosaur movie with your brother on Disney Plus. That's what I'm trying to read. Stop moving, StreamYard. Books with Kittens. Hello. You decided to rewrite your first ever draft. Whew. Good luck. Rewrites kill me. Oh, it's snowing where Stevie is.
No, you can keep that.
I like snow, but I haven't been around snow in so long that I think that my entire body would just seize up and I would freeze to death.
It looks so pretty, but every time I look out the window, I just start swearing. Like, it's so fucking beautiful. Why does it have to be so fucking cold? Like, I hate the cold with a passion, but the snow is so pretty. I just swear every time I look at it.
Sky is editing. And after you finish translating your tarot spread. Ooh.
Oh my.
Does anyone ever get the urge to print out their first draft and edit it that way, but feel guilty because it wastes ink? I don't feel guilty because it wastes ink, because that's pretty much why my fiance bought the printer for me. Literally a Valentine's Day gift. And you guys might think that's lame, but I was so geeked. I was like, oh my God,
I
you
think it's a
really
great
know
gift.
me.
I think it's a great gift because I do feel bad about wasting ink, especially since I'm not the only person who needs to print stuff out. Sometimes I'll print out, like one of my reports. There's like 27 pages long. And I'm like, ooh, because I have to go back and change 17 of those 27 pages. So yeah, I definitely commiserate with you. I feel bad when I waste ink.
This is a laser printer, so it doesn't really, it's not too bad.
I have to print stuff out every week to go to writing groups, and they write all over that stuff, so I don't really feel bad because it helps me be a better writer.
Yeah. And he prints off his work stuff, so it works nice. And I mean, I think we probably use it every single day. It's just, it's great.
So it was an awesome gift for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect. I remember when he gave me that gift and I was telling one of my friends who's a non-writer, and she was like, oh my gosh, were you mad? Why did he get you jewelry? And I was like, girl, I have jewelry that I don't wear. I'm going to use this printer. I have all the jewelry I need. Couldn't care less. Hello. Now I'm trolling myself. I need to read these first. I'm just like, click, click. Oh, okay. So that was not my business. So this crockpot opportunity into a cozy mystery. I am, and I'm gonna cook one of you in it. No,
somebody had a great name yesterday. What was it, like Crockpot Casualties or something like that?
Yeah, that was good.
I love that one. That was the best one. I love alliteration, so
I'm gonna have to look because there was a whole list that people came up with that was awesome. All right, Sky has a question. What mics do you use, Tamara and Kara? I know you both use external mics.
I use a Snowball.
This is the Audio Technica. I think I might have a link in the description, and I had a Snowball. But my first mic I bought it totally because of aesthetics. It was this big, and it looked like an old-timey radio mic, and it was so cute, and it was a piece of shit, so I don't use it. And my fiance has it at his office. He records things on it for math stuff. I don't know. But yeah, the Snowball is excellent. The Yeti is a step above it, and it's better quality, but it's $30 to $40 more depending.
It's 30 more, yeah. Yeah, I actually have a little mic stand right here that I could probably put it on, but I don't, because usually what happens is that when I go and I do my other videos that I have to do over there, I have to take it off, and then I get lazy and I don't want to, so it just sits here on this little stand it came with.
And it's easier for her to whisper into the microphone whenever she needs emphasis.
Yeah.
Creepy. I bought this mic stand to go with this one, and it's pretty cool. I can adjust it, and it goes up a couple few feet or whatever. The one that I had, it was much too low. The one that came with it. You ever watch Jenna Marbles? I don't have e-girl vibes. There's no blush here. Chili crockpot casualties, since you could chili. Stevie came up with the original one. And Persephone came up with a name for a series. I mean, I'm just gonna take all y'all's names. Thank you.
Yeah, no, because it's right here. It's Persephone said crockpot casualties, and then microwave murders and toaster terrors.
Yeah. My ears. All right. Ooh, we're at 10 after. How about we do a sprint?
What? You mean be productive in your productivity sprint?
Mm-hmm. I know,
I
it's a
think you guys are
novel
speaking
idea.
heresy. I don't know.
So I made this one and I haven't used it yet. So you guys are going to have to let me know if you like it. I know that we've been riding on a rocket ship for like an entire year. So I thought maybe we could, like, be in a dark alley because that's kind of my aesthetic.
Watch out for crockpots.
You could go to hell and die.
You can go steam for all I.
You guys are the worst. Hey, Kasha. Hey. All right. I'm going to press start. Tell me what y'all think and get some work done, y'all. Let's go. It flickers? Oh, no. Oh, it's not flickering there. Good. All right. How'd you do? What did you do? Let me know in the comments below. Whoa. The wind just hit so hard, it's like moving my fan. That was weird.
I got 630 words on this little zero draft. I guess it's a zero draft. Maybe it's a draft. I got 630 on this draft.
All right.
I managed to get through 5 pages of editing.
Excellent.
Not editing, beta read.
Don't judge me.
I'm not.
And I edited about half a chapter, and then I was adding the details to the writer's workshop video that I'm going to launch that after this stream. But I realized there's a couple things I need to add after the stream that I can't do while I'm streaming. This laptop will freak out. So hello, YS Books. Yes, Books.
Yes, books. Yes.
Yes. Hey, Key. Let's see. Persephone got 250. Leora got some card templates set up. Did I see you earlier? I don't remember. If I didn't, hello. I mean, hello either way, but you know. Jeannie, one scene down, music was distracting even with the sound very left. Oh, okay. Did anyone else find it distracting?
The music, I think it was just a little loud, but like I just turned the volume down on my keyboard and it didn't bother me too much.
Yeah, I realized it was loud and I moved it to like the halfway point because I forgot that you could do that. I just had the volume up all the way because I was editing earlier. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the timer. Aphrodite did nothing. I bet you did something. I bet you did something. You didn't sit there and stare for 20 minutes. Even if you were staring for 20 minutes, you're probably thinking about a thing. I'm positive you did something. CB, 250 words, some outlining, and coffee. Excellent. Key 289. Alec edited things and talked on Messenger. What's up with the crock pot? We're making beef stew. Our Instacart order came and now it's put away. I'll write the next sprint. During Kara's stream yesterday, I asked everyone to remind me to put on my crock pot afterwards, and they took that and absolutely ran with it. Michael edited with Pro Writing Aid, trying to get rid of unnecessary echoes. Excellent.
What's it doing?
How did that pop away? All right. See you later, Aphrodite. Have good naps. Ooh, you got 4 people signed up for your email newsletter thing, I assume. Very good. Keep it up. You have your own music, so you muted it. All right.
Come here. Don't
Sky
defend.
interpreted your spread, and you're now finishing that up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, what do you guys think of the timer other than the sound? Or not everyone weighed in on the sound, so I don't know what everyone thought of it.
I thought it was a nice aesthetic. I liked it. I didn't think it was creepy or anything.
That's good.
I couldn't figure out how to mute it, and it did conflict with the music that I usually play in the background. But that also helped me like not lose track of the fact that I'm supposed to be focusing. So it didn't do any detriment, even though it did stand out to me.
You liked it. You're humming the next tune. Cool. The timer was okay, but I was in the next room, so I don't know. Fair. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. Well, that was the first sprint. I do feel a little tired, but I was kind of a little tired before. I don't really know if the rocket ship timer made me any less tired. So, like, you know
It's
what
an
I'm saying?
experiment. It's an experiment.
Experiment. Michael liked it, even the sound. Wonderful. It faded into the epic music you were playing. Fair enough. Yeah, I know a lot of people do have their own music, but you can always mute it.
Mm-hmm.
Just mute the stream. Shay liked it. Thank you.
Yeah.
A sunshine timer? No, I'm not gonna make a sunshine timer.
God.
I am not a sunshine person.
I'm waiting for the gift to be sent to me now. Amy likes to troll me too. Every now and then I'll just be minding my own business and she sends me this gift and I'm like, why do you hate me?
I know not to fuck read what you speak.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Music made Leora sleepy.
My boyfriend sent me one the other day. Oh, I can't wait to throw it at you. It's gonna be so good.
What's going on? Why are people tagging me in Discord? I didn't do anything.
The fact the timer is counting up instead of down confused me at first, but that's not really an issue. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I thought that when I edited it, it was doing a countdown, but apparently that wasn't what happened. I don't know.
Come on. No, yeah, you do need epic music for that.
If you're writing the confrontation between a drag shifter and a cannibalistic mage priest, you gotta have epic music. There.
I don't look at Discord for like 20 minutes and there's like 18 different messages in here. No, sorry. One's 28, one's 4, one's 3, one's 2. Excuse me for a moment.
Excuse me.
I already sent you this link. Okay, hold on. I love you.
All right, let's hit another one.
Yeah, let's do the thing.
Yeah, let's do that thing.
Oh no, I don't want to order again. My bad. Sorry.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm sure that's fine. All right, so we're going to do 20 minutes. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Enjoy yourself. Bibbity boppity, let's go. How'd you guys do? What'd you do? Let us know in the comments below.
I made it through 6 more pages.
I finished one chapter and started another. Dang. I have this pain like right back here in my right shoulder, and it's so annoying, and I can't get rid of it. It just hurts. Kara, how'd you do?
1, 2. I'm mathing real quick. I got 638 words.
Whoop, whoop. Let's see what happened while I wasn't paying attention.
All the things.
Stevie reminded y'all to save your work, and she said hit the like button, which is lovely. You guys can totally do that. And Rad Girl said drink some water. Awesome. The like button is a thing. You should caress it or click it or tell it you love it and then click it. All right, Sarah. Sarah. Yeah. I mean, cool. Yeah, all right. Tickle it, you know. Give it a little mwah mwah.
You guys are funny.
Bye, Leora. I hope you have a lovely conversation with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Books with kittens. I'm re-outlining my story. It is annoying because I have to change a whole lot of the plot, but still I'm getting there. Progress. So important. Michael finished his goal of editing a chapter today, so I guess he could write something next. Awesome. Sky chatted with peeps, so I saw. Jeannie finished a chapter. Wow, this thing totally moved and I was not paying attention. Cool. Leora formatted 36 trip cards. Awesome. All right, now I'll move down. Chloe, hello Chloe. 563 with a bit of a late start. Wow, with a late start, you still got 563 words. You go. 700 words in for the day so far, and now filling out a school transfer for my soon-to-be high schooler. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a different life stage, definitely.
They grow up fast.
Rad Girl, they watched dinosaurs and then gave us some criticism. Just got some news about the recent plane crash and I'm a bit upset. There was a plane crash, Michael? Oh, man. Every day, horrible news. I like good news. You didn't see anything. Oh, I saw a thing. I didn't read though because I was like, I'm going to finish this chapter, but I saw that there was chatting happening. Wow. So we have done 2. Count them 2. You're typing.
The 20-minute sprints definitely help me with the reading. I feel like I'm getting a lot more reading done in 20 minutes than I would in 15, but I know that my brain produces better at 15 than 20.
I have, when I do 15 or when I do 20, either one, I tend to, for like 5 minutes, I'm not doing the writing. So that's why I kind of stick with 20 because then I actually get things done for 15.
Yeah. I find I completely waste that last 5 minutes. Like, just my brain knows that it's not more than 15 minutes and I'll get nothing done. It'll actually take away from if I told myself I have 15 minutes, I got to go. It's weird, I know.
Yeah, it's all right. Brains happen. They do their own thing.
I know last night I was like reading and like Tamara's like, "Why are you awake?" And I was like, "I have to finish." And so like I was doing like the page countdown until like I was done.
Yeah, because I was like, you're gonna go to bed. You're gonna stop working. You're gonna do it.
I don't know what you speak of.
Mm. It's so weird to have a high schooler and a preschooler and one in the middle. Oh, girl.
Got all walks there. Oh my goodness.
You're going through some stuff. That's a lot.
Why you gotta put your cold nose on the back of my arm? Druid. They all do that.
Persephone got 380 words. Hi, Marine. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah,
how are you doing?
What's happening here?
I produce better at 20. 15 is enough time to ease myself in, right? Hey, Julie, how you doing? I like doing the ticker. It makes me feel all official. Like, ooh, I'm like official with the ticker. I'm like CNN, but not at all. We can't see him. Where is the Bones?
Oh, come here, Bones. Come here.
Can't see Bones.
There he is. Come on.
Is it a stream with Kara if we don't see Bones?
No.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I want to pet him so many times. All the times.
He's very pettable.
He's so happy. Such a happy good boy.
Yeah, and he likes to stick his nose on my right here while I'm like, no. That's why every now and then you see me go, bah!
He's like, I'm here. Doink.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say this one under here does it too, but it looks like she's gotten up and walked off for some reason.
She's like, oh, I guess it's Bones time. I'm done here. Great. End of the year was crazy at work and it kind of stuck in my mouth. Sorry that you're stuck. If there's any way for us to help you to get unstuck, let us know. We can at least give ideas. They might not be good ones, but we can give ideas.
We're not walking. Oh. He really wants to go for a walk.
Oh, poor Bones.
Come here. Come on. You're not going for a walk, but you can come up here. Come on. Get Tamara some likes. Hit the like button for more Bones.
Oh, Bones. That's a cutie patootie.
What are you doing?
Life is interrupting in space today. I've only gotten about 50 words since the last time I got my word count. 50 words are still some words, even if they're not as many words as you'd like. Sorry that you're dealing with so many interruptions. Green line crashed off. Oh my god. Well, I'll be updating myself on this, I'm sure. Oh, I'm going to think about Bonesy.
Yeah.
And more Bones. And everyone loves Bones. I think the story I want to tell is not its best in the genre I have written in it. Oh, crud. That's a big change that you're gonna have to make then. Like either you have to change the story to fit this genre or vice versa. Unless there's a way for you to kind of bend the story a bit so it fits the genre that you've chosen. I don't know. It's gonna take like experimenting and a lot of brainstorming. Good luck. It could be a lot of fun to tackle this though. It could be like a challenge, like a puzzle.
Yeah, I'm thinking write the story and then determine the genre. When you feel like you've really made a good story, then figure out what it is rather than try to make sure that your tropes match in the beginning. That's what works for me anyways, because I still struggle with the genre labeling.
How far along are you? I wonder where you are in the story. Because it might be when you finish with the story, like writing it the way you think it needs to be written, then it fits the genre perfectly. And maybe, maybe it's a genre you hadn't thought of. Maybe it's the genre you were thinking of, and you just like go there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you an outliner, a penciler? I've got so many questions because I am nosy.
Questions.
I'm going to be doing a social experiment for myself next week off stream to see which I do better with, 15 or 20. You'll have to tell me how that works for you. I need an idea for an explanation, like what in the world that's more Brothers Grimm era.
Thinking about it. Because it's German, and around that time frame, that was
1800s?
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say that you could probably use something religious, but that was like really taboo back then. Of course, it doesn't stop anybody, but you can do that. Don't want to do Tarnation because that's Western.
I'm pulling a complete leg.
I know, right? Like, it's just, I guess it's because it just doesn't fit the Brother Grimm's theme. Does that make sense? And the Brother Grimm theme kind of like moves all over the place. Like some stories are in Spain, some are in France, some are in Germany. Thinking. Ye gads. Nope, got nothing. Sorry.
Yep.
I am legit like, I was like, I wonder if I can find something.
I think somebody did a comic for Brothers Grimm. Hold on.
Oh, you've given us a think piece. That we're not doing the best of thinking answer of.
Yeah. Looking. I'm gonna find it somewhere. Oh yeah. Comics.
Amy's chickens. They're
Can you guys
weighing
hear
in.
the cat purring?
Oh.
Could you hear it purring the other day?
Say that?
Could you guys hear the cat purring in the stream like yesterday or the day before?
Yes. I heard it.
Okay. Because at one point I wondered, I'm like, oh man, I hope I'm not interrupting anybody, because if they can hear the roosters, I can't imagine they can't hear the purring.
Oh no, we could totally hear it. I heard it, but it wasn't like distracting or anything.
Okay, good.
It's a retelling, but it's based on German pagan folklore, if that helps.
Ooh.
Well, they used to have it online, and they took it down. I don't know why. Oh, here it is.
By the crowing rooster.
I'm so confused. Why are you not?
Mercy God was evidently used during that period. A merciful God.
Oh, they took it offline. Never mind. I was going to totally send it to you, but they took it offline because they're printing and selling it. This makes me sad.
Green's writing a space opera with a fantasy setting. About 15 words.
Do the crowing rooster thing. Do it. By the crowing rooster.
Space opera has fantasy elements, and I will die on this hill. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Absolutely. And you're an outliner.
Oh, if it's pagan folklore, then you can use either like something that's elemental, or you can do the goddess stuff. Pagans usually worshipped whatever like deity was popular in that area. So it depends on your setting. But if it's Germany, you've got a couple that you can use. You can use the Russian or the Norse. So some people would be like by Thor's hammer or Loki's balls or stuff like that. So that one story about Loki and the goat.
Loki. me some Loki.
Loki is a good character in stories.
Mm. I mean, tricksters and shysters, so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, I have absolutely no segue for this. Let's just do
Speaking of,
some writing.
speaking of Loki, let's look at the time. I mean, if we're gonna do it bad, you might as well just go all the way.
Nope, I'm just gonna be like, let's sprint. All right, for the 20-minute count up instead of countdown. How does she do it? No one knows. All right, let's get into it. Well, hello there. How'd you do? What did you do? Let us know in the comments below. I got to another chapter, and I really enjoyed the way this last chapter ended. So that makes two chapters edited, and I am quite pleased with that progress.
I wrote more words.
I made it through 4 more pages.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, so hold on. Words, math is hard. Let's see. Come on. Minus.
Hey Portia, if you do start your channel this month, let us know, and we will come over and say hi.
Yeah, we will. I got 732 words.
Awesome. Let's see. Y'all had a bunch of chatting going on, which is wonderful. Jeannie got another chapter edited.
Oot.
Persephone got 230 more words. Stevie is 1581 in for the stream, pausing to make lunch for the littles and braid something, blah, blah. Right, I hear you. Sky asks questions and play with Discord. Gotta go get snack kiddos now. Thank you for being here, Sky. Drive safe. We'll see you again soon.
What do you know?
Key 215 versus time despite distractions. Well, that's wonderful. Michael stared at the screen, trying to decide to write something, and then stopped and watched a YouTube video. Sometimes that's what you gotta do, man.
You might as well come up. Come on. Come on.
Oh, friendly reminder, save your stuff. Whoa, I am gooberific. Let me sit up. Goodness. Too much to tie.
I don't know why he wants to get on my lap and then he like will do everything to like not have his face towards me. It's like no.
He's like, I want to snuggle.
But I want personal space.
I want to do it my way.
Pretty much. Like he just comes in here and demands like hugs and then leaves. Like, I need hugs, bye. Need hugs, bye.
Peace out.
Hugs?
And we're done. Hi, Heather. Bonesy.
Bonesy bones.
Bonesy bones. Bonesy bones. You haven't joined any writing channels? How's come?
Don't you have a writing channel for folks, Tamara?
Yeah, I do. And the link is in the AuthorTube Facebook group.
Look at you.
Oh my goodness. So how many? So that made 3?
Yeah, we did 3.
Okay. What do y'all want to do? Do you want to do another one, or do you want to chat until the top and then wrap up? What's up?
I intend to be here until I'm done, so I'm good with another one if everybody else is.
I'm flexible. I can do whatever. What do the people in the comments want? Do you want chit chat or do you want another sprint? Don't ask us. We're all indecisive. We're always like, what do you want to do? Well, what do you feel like doing?
But what do you want to do? But what do you want to do?
Mm-hmm. That was me and my family in Florida, like the entire time. Like, what do you want to do today? It's like, oh, where is it going? Whatever you want to do. It's like, yeah, but what do you want to do? It's like, what do you want to
do?
Yeah.
But also, what do you want to do?
We did that for a whole 10 minutes, and I was like, I want to go to the museum. And they're like, okay, we're going to the museum.
I was wondering how long you were able to stand that. I'm like, that does not sound like a conversation that Carol participated in willingly.
Yeah, not at all.
I was just kind of like, somebody tell me what we're doing today because I hate imposing myself. And so, so like every now and then, like, the museum! Tacos!
Ah!
It sounds stressful. Like, I'm stressed out. My God.
It's funny. Like, I was just kind of hoping that there would be, like, an agenda when we showed up. It was just kind of like, let's just sit around and drink all day. It's like, my liver can't do that. We have to do non-drinking things.
All right, I'm going to repost the link in the AuthorTube group.
Okay. My hair is like so dry on the end. I have to do a mask for it later. I hear one person that says they're good for chatting. Everybody's agreeing that they're like me.
Either writing or chatting, it's all good. I feel like y'all aren't actually giving us answers.
Okay, well, let's just talk. I'll do it. We'll talk. We'll chat about something. Let's find a topic, some kind of writing topic. Go.
I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do a sprint then.
Oh, snap.
Well, then I'm a monkey in your circus. You want to do a sprint? Let's do a sprint.
No. Let's talk. I don't have a topic, though. So, you did this!
I was trying to be helpful.
You chose this reality.
I did. It's a good reality. See, what could we talk about? Chat about sprinting. I guess we
I don't have anything to say about it. I like doing it. It helps me to be more productive to have these sprints and stuff. And like, especially with me doing the editing in the morning, and that's generally when like I have my sprints. That's when Kara does hers.
Mhm.
So, and I tend to put off the edits. So I've been
Stevie,
actually making headway.
Stevie's asking if we can continue the conversation from earlier about adding barriers in Act 2. So can you just define that just a little bit more so I understand what you're saying? Because I would love to talk about that. And Persephone's telling on you, Tamara.
Well, that's fine. Yeah. Are we gonna have to read over that entire blog? Can you like synthesize it for me? That'll have to click on the 20 different things that
Of
you
course,
guys
Michael,
were saying.
topic writer's block. Why does it exist and how you deal with it? Well, we can address that now while we wait for Stevie to respond.
Writer's block. Why does it exist? Well, a lot of times writer's block is a symptom of something else that's going on. So it could be fear. It could be that you are feeling depressed. You're ill. You have reached a point in your story where it's not working, or you've forced your story to go a direction that it's not going in, not supposed to go. So now you've reached a roadblock because it's not making sense organically anymore. I'm not remembering the crock pot. Uh, it is now in the refrigerator, and we will be having chili leftovers today.
I know, like, for me, like, well, there's one story that I got about 60,000 words into. And it's not that I got block on it, but I can't bring myself to look at it right now just because of the association that that story has. Like, I was working with a different publisher and we kind of had a falling out, and it kind of sucks because we were like really good friends before. And I said I was going to write this story for them, but now when I look at it, like, I can't disassociate that event right now. And so I just kind of shelved it until like I can remove like the personal experience from the story so I can continue it. So that's my block in a way. And I know some people have that too.
Sometimes if I have an issue with the story and I can't get past it, uh, sometimes it's because I am not ready to write that story. So it could be because of an association like that, or it could be because I'm not at this skill level to tackle the topic that I want to, and
Mm.
I need to like put it aside for a little bit and write more on it later when I get there. Try it again.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Blood Roses and Honeysuckles. I had started that story initially when I was in college during a NaNoWriMo actually. And but I really like those characters and I like the idea of the story and I like the town I created. And I ended up changing it from a romance to a women's fiction and contemporary story. And but the story that I had in my mind was way bigger than any story that I'd written before. So I ended up kind of putting it aside, and then I don't even know what in me was like, we should try that again. But there was something that said it. So I was like, all right, well, I'll do that then. And it was still a hard story to write, but I felt more capable of tackling it.
Mm. Stevie says Rad Girl and I were going back and forth during the last sprint about how to get characters moving once they have taken up the call to action. So the fun thing about Act 2 is that that's where your secondary plot line will come in as well. And a lot of the, I guess, for the barriers for that, you can be looking at ways to like challenge like your character's moral compass, tackling the lie that they tell themselves. Just doing a number of different things. It really depends on the story that you're telling.
So Stevie said about writer's block, it can also be a symptom that you're writing in the gap. What do you mean by in the gap?
New terms.
And then I wasn't listening to you. So
Oh.
let me read this. I was thinking and jumped ahead. We were going back and forth during the last sprint about how to get characters moving once they've taken up the call to action. All right, I'm going to assume that what you said was something that I would say too.
I appreciate your confidence in my my knowledge base.
Yeah, I agree.
Just gonna watch the replay later and just make sure, like, okay.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
You said a lot of words with confidence, so I'm going to say that was right.
I find that the call to action usually has some form of direction in it. Like, okay, I'm on board with this thing now. I need to go talk to that person because I know that person has information about it. Like, the call to action usually has some inkling of a direction. It might be, go talk to the hermit, and then, the story goes in a completely different direction. But the call to action itself, has a tidbit in it somewhere that the main characters can kind of go, okay, well, this is all I know so far, so this is what I have to go do.
Right. So, like, in my second book, what is it called? King of Fools. There's, like, in that book, like, Ghost is, like, told that she has to, like, or not, she's not told to, but she's approached and asked to join, like, this group and this group effort. And she's like, no, I don't want any of that. That's trouble. I'm not involved with that. And she kind of scampers off. And things keep happening where it's, like, pushing her more towards, like, if I join this group and help them, it's going to help me with all these other problems. So, I'm like a big puzzle piece person where I always drop, like, subtle clues about everything that's going on in, like, the first 3 chapters. So if you can kind of work that all into your call to action, people really like that stuff. Granted, in the first book, she didn't really get to refuse the call to action. It was just like, you have to do this thing because Odin said that you have to do this thing. She's like, fuck.
Right, so Stevie's talking about the gap where your tastes have changed and your reading preferences may have grown, but your writing skill hasn't caught up yet. Kind of like what you were just talking about with your last story. With my current series, I took a year off to study different types of writing strategies to close the gap, but I was really blocked for a lot of it as I fought myself on it. I get that.
I've learned things today. I appreciate this.
Yeah, that was very cool. Very, very cool. Do you guys have any other questions or comments that you want us to address before we wrap this shindig up? Oh, dang.
My writer's block doesn't really, I'm really new and I only have a couple of projects going on, so I haven't really reached any point of writer's block just yet. But I do know that I've almost gotten to a point of burnout, and I think that contributes to a lot of writer's block too, where you've just been immersed in it for so long that you might not realize how frustrated you actually are, and so you kind of get burnt out trying to deal with everything. And the only advice I have to help with anything like that is something that I do. I read it online somewhere a long time ago and it sounded good, so I do it. And that is always end where you know what's about to happen next. That way you can immediately sit down and get back to doing something, rather than I've reached a stopping point and now my brain has to come up with something all new to do. And I find that really works for me. If I know what I'm about to do, it's a lot easier for me to get my brain back in the mode of writing fiction and formulating these type of things, because I know, okay, this event is coming, that's what I'm working towards, instead of, oh, they accomplished the thing, now what?
Yeah, and talking about burnout, because I know, like, this time last year I was going at like 150%, because like the publisher I was with is like, we're gonna publish this book, then you need to have everything built and set up and have a following by then. I was like, right. And so, like, I was hitting it pretty full steam. And then by the time I think June came, I think that's when Amy and I were talking a lot more. And I think, no.
That sounds about right.
We're friends, and I don't know. Anyway, like, June came by, and that's, like, when everything was, like, crumbling down. I was like, I can't do this. I'm redoing my life. And the whole reason I'm mentioning that is because when you're making goals and you're trying to decide how you're going to progress forward, don't make goals when you have a lot of energy right now. Because what happens is that present you doesn't really take into account future you. And so you start making promises that future you can't promise. So like when I was making my goals with Amy and Sky on their stream, I was like, what am I actually going to be able to do? Because I feel like I can do these things now, but I know that when this comes and school starts, I can be like, fuck you. So like plot in like downtime, be realistic with yourself. If you know you can't write 2,000 words a day like Stephen King, then lower the number. There's no shame in that. And write all of your shit in pencil. If you're like, I thought I could write 2,000 words today, but my average has just been 500, there's nothing wrong with that. Change your goal from 2,000 to 500.
Getting back to what Amy had said, when I'm writing something, before I'm done for the day, I'll write like a couple of lines. It doesn't have to be a lot, just to tell my future self what we're going to be writing next.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're not facing the dark, empty page at the beginning of your day.
It's true.
Hi, Dal.
Hey, Dal. Those were good discussions. I thought those were helpful.
Therapy could help writer's block. Yeah, especially if it's like an emotional block that you have.
Like if you're grieving, it's okay. You don't have to write.
Try save Rad Girl. Vampire Assassin.
Yeah.
Hello. We are just leaving.
We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes in our glorious company. I just texted Caro and I have a problem. It's interesting that you say that because I don't have any messages from you. Where did you text me? Because you don't have my number. That would be weird. I'm not ready for that step in this relationship.
I still hear your real name every once in a while, and I'm like, huh? Who? Oh,
yeah, because Writing Wife is always saying it. I'm like, stop it.
No, even you mentioned it. Like, even every once in a while, you will say, oh, yeah, they call me by my actual name or this or that. And I'm like, what? No, you're Caro. You will always be Caro to me. Don't tell me that you're real. You're
Don't tell me that you're
Caro.
Real. You're not a real person. How dare you?
You're Caro. What are you doing?
So, Josephine, I really appreciate you sending me this message and that you wanted me to read it. I'm going to go ahead and finish reading it, and then I'm going to respond to it when the stream is over.
Mm-hmm.
And he, as we were talking about a minute ago, Kara said, if you're grieving, you don't have to write. And he said, again, if you're grieving, writing can be a good way to work through it. I absolutely agree with that. I've used, when my father passed away, I wrote so much poetry to help me to work through my thoughts and my emotions. And I did a lot of journaling.
Yeah, if you're using the writing as like a catharsis and an expression, it's great. But don't expect yourself to be doing like work writing, because that is hard to pull off when you've got something that takes up so many areas of your brain at one time.
And it can be really difficult. Michael says, I don't know what my problem is. Maybe it's because I'm so close to finishing a few projects that I don't want to end. Oh my gosh, I did that with my
TV. Oh yeah.
I can relate to that so much. There's something about ending a project, like figuratively or literally writing the end, when you love the story, but now, like, at least with me, as I've mentioned on numerous occasions, I bulk at editing. So that's one reason that I'll kind of push things off to finishing it. And then even like the fear of other people reading it, even though I always want people to read my stuff, I'm always like, what if they hate it? What if they hate me? What if so many feelings.
I'm so new to it that I come at the whole like letting other people read my stuff with that like eager desperation, like, please just tell me. Like, I have no idea if it's any good or not. Just tell me what to do.
Say something.
Please
say something.
But I've only let me think. I did write 6 episodes of a TV show once just to see if I could do it, because TV is my favorite format. As much as I love books, I'm not gonna lie, TV is my favorite.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I love reading, but I think what it is years ago, I switched over to reading primarily nonfiction. Like I had so much to read and so much to write all the time. I didn't have time for fiction, and TV was my natural like fantasy fiction outlet, if that makes sense. And I just got like overly attached to it, I guess.
It does make
But
sense.
yeah, I think that's what my brain did, anyways. But anyways, I wrote the 6 episodes of the TV show, and I've let like 2 or 3 people read that, and I'm working on rewriting my first chapter of what I'm calling 777 for right now, and I'm starting to get to that desperate point again where I'm just like I don't even know. I just somebody tell me if it's right or if it's wrong, if I'm going in the right direction. Just like you see all the layers of your story at one time, and it's really hard to step back and see the forest for the trees and actually be able to experience your writing like somebody who hasn't put 1,000 hours into it is going to be able to. And I know I'm reaching that point, so beta reading to me is fun to do, and I'm still a little desperate for the input on my own work. Like, just tell me.
You'll get it,
You'll be fine.
whether you like it or not.
Oh yeah, I
It'll
should.
be-
You're probably right. I'm gonna rue those words here in a little bit. In about 2 months, I guess I'm gonna be like, tomorrow was right. I should have known better.
That adjective is perfect. How dare you? Dare you?
Oh, I do that sometimes too, because there's one word that showed up twice in this thing that I'm beta reading, and this person is using it in a completely different way than I've ever heard it used. And so I Googled it, and the way they're using it is like definition 4 out of 5. And I'm like, oh, okay, you can use that word that way. Because the first time I read it, I was like, that's not what they're doing. Like that, what?
That is not correct. What's going on?
Yeah,
here?
and I wondered if I was going to get that reaction where I'm like, that's not what this person is doing. That's not what that word means. And then come to find out, they're just as right as I am wrong. So, yeah.
Well, because the fun thing about beta reading other people's stuff is that you do read a lot of things. So, like at my writing group, my wonderful friend with autism, he's wonderful. He's also really sheltered. So when he reads our stuff, he points out things that you and I would think are common sense. So like, which common sense is a fallacy. I always have to say that after I say it. So like in the stuff I brought last night, one of my characters says, I want to go inside. It's cold out here and I want a hot toddy. And he's like, there's no such thing as a hot toddy. And of course, like all the adults are like looking at each other. It's like, yeah, hot toddy's a thing. He's like, no, it's not. Hot toddy's not a thing. And I was like, you have a computer right there. Like, I would really like you to look it up right now. And he's like, but I could just ask you. And I was like, I know you could ask me. I know you could. But your fingers are broken. And I think you need to start learning to research things. But yeah, he was absolutely convinced because he had never heard of a hot toddy, that hot toddies just didn't exist, and that I had to make it something like hash browns. He's like, you should make it hash browns. I was like, this is a club. It's a nightclub. They don't have
Oh my gosh, I love it. Just make it some hash browns.
Nightclub.
I mean, but hash browns, to be fair, that sounds delicious. I would kind of like some hash browns. We do have potatoes. Oh, it's that time of day. I haven't eaten yet. It's 11 a.m. It's time for me to have brunch, lunch, dinner, breakfast thing. Let's wrap this up. Kara, would you like to give your outgoing message? Outgoing.
I love you. Hi, my name is Kara Brown. I do outbound messages.
I don't know.
I also don't talk about crock pots in Tamara stream because she doesn't want to hear that word anymore.
Never again. Oh, you guys are awful.
I love you. I am an urban fantasy author and the operations director at Otherworld Inc. I came here today to work on a short story for a publisher who's taking submissions right now, and I got about 2,000 words into it, and I'm pretty happy with it. Tomorrow I am posting up my drunk book review of my honest thoughts about 50 Shades of Grey, and I had to make sure I bought a small bottle because I can't get that drunk in one day. So that's me tomorrow. Come check out my channel. I've got free stuff for you to use. It's all for you.
I am Amy somebody, and tomorrow I will be doing SEO work because that's what I do for a living. So, I've been beta reading today, and I am working on my first fiction book, slowly but surely. So thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here, both of you, and everyone in the comments and everyone who's watching this later. My name is Tamara Woods. I am a cozy mystery author. Today I was working on my newsletter magnet. I am editing it so I can send it to beta readers, and I think that we're going to be hitting it this weekend. Fingers crossed. That'll be fun. Maybe. So we'll see. We're working on putting up AuthorTube News episode
8 or 9.
8.
No, 'cause we had that emergency one last week. It was just a week ago. It feels like 3
It
months.
feels like a month.
Yeah.
So like season 2, episode 2. I don't know. So we're going to be posting that sometime today. So be on the lookout for that. After this stream is over, and probably after I grab a snack, I am going to be posting the writer's workshop video, the announcement video. So like I said earlier, it's all done except for a couple things, and I need to like use processes on this laptop that would be very angry if I did it during streaming, because it can't handle it. So that's the thing. There's what else is happening? Tomorrow is Sarah's stream tomorrow evening, and I'm gonna more likely than not force my way onto that. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern, I think. Is there anything else that I am doing within the next 48 hours?
Did you post
My
your video
newsletters-
about the book? The book
Yeah.
that you're reviewing this month? Okay.
Yes. My newsletter's coming out tomorrow, so if you want to get a copy of my... Hey, we hadn't had that yet. Now it's officially a stream with Kara. We had the Bonesy and we had the dogs barking. Perfect. So my newsletter is coming out tomorrow, and if you'd like to get a copy, the link is in the description. And that's it. That's plenty. That's more than enough. Again, thank you guys for being here, and we will see you the next time.